From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the New York Mets. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready for baseball here in New York. And on the mound today, Max Scherzer. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he throws the change in the slider off the fastball. I really like how he's able to sell fastball, but it's really change up and keep hitters just out in front a little bit. Swing and miss, soft contact. The slider as well comes out of the same tunnel. All three very deceptive, and hitters are going to have to stay back and make sure they get pitch recognition.
And first offering is fouled off. Scherzer deals. And that's downstairs and outside. Max Scherzer, a former first-round pick. Diamondbacks took him in 2006, the 11th overall selection out of the University of Missouri. What a career. He's won 3 Cy Youngs, including Cy Youngs in each league, and a world champion 2019 with the Washington Nationals. Digging in, TJ Friedl. He has, as they like to say, light tower power. Not a big guy, but a big swing and thunder in that bat.
Well, a tremendous pitcher. Started with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Then we saw him move to Detroit. Wasn't quite sure if the command and control was going to be established. Even the release that he throws in mechanically, people wondered if he'd get injured. But he has had a lengthy career. For the most part, has stayed healthy. And he's going to the Hall of Fame.
No question. Next offering is in for a strike. So here's Scherzer. Fouls it off, still 1-2. No score, just getting started, top of the first. Next one misses. The count now 2-2. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. Pitch misses there, and now 3-2. Ground ball, Alonso steps on first for the out. Here's David Bell's lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower, doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
And when you've got a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire is generally going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you got to go up there, understand what's in his repertoire, be aggressive in what you can handle. And you get 3 swings, why not take all 3 of them? With his control and command, he's going to be in the strike zone.
In for a strike, and that is strike 1. Nice warm day here, good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about, getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective instead of just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it. And that part, you can get on the inside part of the plate as well.
misses, and the count's even at 2.
And Boog, hitters can be a little less aggressive on hard stuff early in the season just because of how cold it is and not wanting to get a stinger. Now
this one's fair down the line and left, and it's going to be extra bases. The throw is wild, and it gets away. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tyler Stevenson. Big-time power. And ball 1. The guy that I've encountered that hates the cold weather the most, Mookie Betts. I mean, he grew up in Tennessee, so it's not exactly like balmy there. I mean, it gets a little chilly in Tennessee, but under 60 degrees, he will wear 2 sets of batting gloves, one on top of the other, and sometimes he'll wear not 1 set of thermals, but 2 sets of long johns over top one another. And 1-2. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
That one down the line, and he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching, but you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. So 1 left for Cincinnati. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at the ballpark and getting the start for Cincinnati, Hunter Green. What should we keep an eye on here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first, here's Brandon Nimmo. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Called strike right there. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. That one ripped. Benson makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Here's the Mets lineup now. Now with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
The shortstop.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Green picks to first. Marte dives back in. Marte on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe.
Well, a nice lead and a nice steal there to get into scoring position with the heart of the order at the plate. That might just lead them to pitching around these hitters a little more because of the open base, but it's early in this ball game. Can't imagine it'll change the attack plan too much.
Into the outfield, base hit. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only 1 out.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's Pete Alonso. First pitch, not close.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Marte, the runner at third. Lindor over at first with 1 away. Swings through that one for strike one.
One strike.
Check swing. Did he go? No.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Next one misses, and that's ball three. Jeff McNeil up next for the Mets. Runners are at the corners, one away. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Jeff McNeil stands in. And that one a little bit high.
One ball, no strike.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Lined into left center, should be extra bases. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. Alonso is waved home. Head first slide, and he's safe.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's Mark Canha. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Friedel right there to make the grab. Two away now.
Batting seven, the designated hitter, Daniel.
Here's Daniel Vogelback. Hunter Green has a long way to go before he's the most famous baseball player from his high school. Mike Stanton went to Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks, California. Of course, now we know him as John Carlos Stanton. That one's in there, 0-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
At the belt and fires. And there's a ball.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
In for a strike. That's strike two. Swing and a miss, struck him out. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started. In now for the Reds, Jake Vossler. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Scherzer back to work. That's down and in. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
There's a strike. Off the mark there. Ball 2.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next pitch is outside. And that's through there for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Will Myers now. First offering misses badly for ball one. Bosler gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next one off the plate inside. And that's ball two. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Down. And a four-pitch walk.
It all just came apart right there. Four-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Next for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to second for 1. Out with the pitcher covering. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. A guy who makes an impact not just at the plate, but also in the field. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Now 1-1. Next pitch way upstairs. Top of the zone for a called strike. Two outs with a runner at third. And that one is inside. Jose Barrero up next for the Reds. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now Jose Barrero. That's to third. Escobar on to first, and the inning is over. So they strand a pair. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 3 and the Reds nothing. Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning. Now, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar.
Here comes a pitch. There's a strike. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
0-2 now. And down on strikes. And 1 out now.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
Omar Narvaez at the plate.
Narvaez.
0-1. And a pitch. Check swing, went around, and the count is 0-2. One down, base is empty. Narvaez checks his swing, appeal to third, no swing, he held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. The 1-2. That one just misses.
It's a good take.
And now it's filled up.
Okay.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 9,
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1.
Here we go, Brandon. Come on.
Out there to center. Friedel under it. And that's the inning. Mets go down quickly, but they lead at 3-0. Welcome back. Jonathan India at the plate.
the second baseman.
The Reds certainly hit on their first-round pick in 2018 where they took Jonathan India, the former Florida Gator. He turned into the National League Rookie of the Year in 2021.
Just an incredible season with the Cincinnati Reds that year. Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Stays alive. The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there.
Now
Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Next to hit, TJ Friedel. Grounded out his first time. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Friedel measures 5 feet 10 inches, 27 years old, and he's usually in left field, but today he's patrolling center. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
All over that one right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So a man aboard, and now the designated hitter for the Reds. Jake Fraley doubled his first time up. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Friedel at first, 1 gone. Next pitch is downstairs.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And a big swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 3. And he deals. And he walked him.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
Now batting, the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
First and second, one out. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Next pitch misses. 2-0.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
One out. Runners at first and second. And now 2-2.
2-2.
And the 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jake Vossler. Next offering is down low. And that's ball one. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
One strike.
Ball to strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
As we go to the last of the third, stepping in the long ball threat, Starling Marte. The pitch. And ball one to the right fielder. Marte, an all-star a season ago, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
1-1.
That one off the mark, and a count 2-1.
Where do you even begin with the talent we've seen from the Dominican Republic? Vladdy, Big Papi, Pedro, the list goes on and on.
Kicks and deals. Just missed.
3-1.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory, and that will drop foul. And there's ball four.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
And at first, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Swings through that one. 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And here it comes. There's a strike. Popped up on the left side of the infield. And there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. The walk and a run scored his first time. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Pete Alonso takes him deep, and they add a pair. It's 5-zip.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One down. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. Line drive, pulls it down, and there's two gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's a big power threat. Mark Canha, 0 for 1 with a flyout. In there for strike one. Righty to the plate. Foul ball there. The wind of the pitch. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike three. A Pete Alonso blast for the Mets. And the lead is now 5-0. And welcome back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Will Myers. The wind of the pitch. Misses off the plate. Ball one. And a pitch. Fly ball down the line.
No, come on.
Scherzer ahead 1-2. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Two balls, two strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike three.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
That one the other way. And that's down. A base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Scherzer to first. Back in safe, really close. Stepping in, Will Benson. And that's in there for strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Steer leads off first with one away.
He's going.
Runner on the move. In the air, out towards left center. Canna makes the grab on the run.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Jose Barrero.
Man at first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jose Barrero. He's 0 for 1. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that one pulled foul.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
One now. He swings and fouls one off.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Two. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Kicks and fires. And that's ball 4.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Second baseman.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Jonathan India, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First offering misses the mark. 2 on, 2 outs. In the air to left center. Nimmo has it sized up and puts the squeeze on that. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Reds strand a couple, still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for New York, Daniel Vogelback.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
The pitch. That one misses, and it's 1-0. And there's a strike.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
Next pitch misses inside. 2-2.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Next one just misses. 3-2 now. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Eduardo Escobar, El Caballo up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Runner at first with no outs here.
He's going.
Here goes the runner. And he hits a ground ball right side. India over to first in time. Escobar out on the play.
Up next to the net, the catcher.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Alex Young.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Omar Narvaez up now for the Mets. Flied out to center in his first at bat. Next pitch downstairs. Ball one. Left-hand hitter waits. Swings through that.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Right back to him on the mound.
He's out.
And he's out.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Buck Farmer loosening up for manager David Bell.
Come on, big opportunity, guys.
0-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Tapped up the first base side. The flip to the pitcher covering. Out number 3. Mets strand 1 as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. In now for the Reds, TJ Friedel.
Friedel.
Scherzer back to work. That one is upstairs.
Well, these Reds looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a miss.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
And a bunt towards third, and that's just foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. So up next Jake Fraley.
The designated hitter, Jake Fraley.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Now batting, the catcher, Tyler.
Next for Cincinnati, Tyler Stevenson. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Fraley stands at first with 1 out. The next offering misses. And now 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. And that misses upstairs. Now 3-0. There's a strike. That to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jason Vossler.
So digging in, Jake Vossler. A strikeout and a walk. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
And the righty deals. There's a strike.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
The 0-2. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. And he went around according to Darryl Parker. Reds leave one. It's 5-0. Back here at Citi Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the number 2 hitter, Starling Marte. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Just off the inside edge.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
And a pitch. Line drive caught.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Pitch misses outside, and it's a ball and a strike. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Two outs. And that's in the dirt. That's outside. 3-2 now. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. He'll touch them all. His second home run of the game. It's 6-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And now the lefty on a line, base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
At the plate,
Up next
Mark
for the
Canna.
Mets.
This guy with
No left
big-time
fielder.
power and an
Mark
elite defender.
Canada.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That's back. And that one's gone. Mark Canna takes him deep, and they add to their lead. It's 8-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
New pitcher for the Reds, Buck Farmer.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
2 outs, nobody on. Now it's the DH, Daniel Vogelback. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Two down, nobody on.
Yo, that's the ball. Good eye.
And there's the strike. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Got him looking. Fastball to letters, throws him for strike 3. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now an 8-0 game. Back here in Queens, all set for the top of the 6th. And now the right fielder, Will Myers. The pitch. Just missed. So 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss as he was late.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
That one hit to right. McNeil hauls it in, 2 away.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
2 outs, base is empty. Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. And that's in there for strike 1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handed.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down that time. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 8 and the Reds nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Eduardo Escobar. The wind and the pitch. That one ripped but foul. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz loosening up for manager David Bell. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch. Right over the heart of the plate. And I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Omar Narvaez now at the plate. First pitch just misses. Farmer, 32 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2013. There's a strike.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Yeah, now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right-handed reliever. And there's a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. On the ground. India tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon.
And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. And the first offering is not close. The wind to kick the pitch. Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. A solo shot, and they tack one on the board. It's 9-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Starling Marte up to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. And he deals. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a count 1-2.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Liner, base hit.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner at first with 2 away. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. That just misses, and that's ball 1.
No strike.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Marte leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In the air, center field. Friedel makes the catch, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 9-0. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back. There's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Barrero.
Jose Barrero.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. That's in for a strike. And the pitch. Going to count 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And now it's filled up. The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Three and 2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three-two now. Struck him out looking.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Jonathan India, the next to hit. In there, and it's 0-1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
So up next, TJ Friedel. 1 for 3. Ball 1, no strikes.
1-0.
Just off the outside edge.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And a strike. And it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
So now here's the DH, Jake Fraley.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Canna makes the grab, 2 down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Stevenson.
So they're down to their final out. And now the catcher comes up to him, Tyler Stevenson. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
The 1-1.
1 ball.
India at second. Friedel on at first with 2 down. And a ball evens the count.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he still strikes for his pitcher.
Payoff pitch, and they're all loaded up.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Max Scherzer is done, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. So they turn things over to the righty, Drew Smith.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Jake Vossler, the next to hit for the Reds.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Next offering is down low. 1-0. Next offering is in for a strike. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Bases loaded, 2 down. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
2-2.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Strike.
That one misses, and that'll bring home a run.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Will Myers, the next to hit for the Reds. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball one. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Dennis Santana getting ready to go. Hunter getting cranked up as well. 2 outs. Bases are full. That's a strike, and the count 1-1. There's a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, a big win by 8 runs, and when you have that kind of lead, you make it easier for the pitching staff to come out, make their pitches, pitch to contact, and not worry about giving up the lead. So nice job today all the way around to get the W.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 9 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Reds, 1